framed out to handle two very heavy sinks, which will be the shampoo sinks for the main salon. And then it will be boxed in with basically some wonderboard so we can tile. So there'll be subway tile all along the wall and up on the top of the wall. It'll look like it's always been here and like this has always been purpose built for a salon. So a contractor's doing a very nice job and just getting this laid out. And we're preserving, making sure we preserve that woodwork down there because again, we believe that is all chestnut. So we're trying to preserve everything we can. If we ever had to convert the building back to a home or a museum or something along those lines, we could take all this apart with very little damage done. Our contractors are very hard at work. The contractors are the ladies from the Jade Rose Salon. But right now they're going around and they're using a certain filler to take care of all the holes over the last 100 years that have been put in this home. And at least in the woodwork. They probably hung Christmas things and decorations and things of that nature. But if you look at the extent of it, let's see if we can get you, if you could see up here, all those nail holes. Well, what we're doing is we're filling it in with essentially wall plaster, the plaster patch. The reason we're doing that plaster patch is it will accept paint, it won't accept stain, but if it ever had to be removed, it could be removed. If we used wood putty, those holes would be filled permanently with a different material than the wood, and anytime you went to stain it, it would show up because it's going to sit there for years under regular paint, and that just wouldn't look acceptable. So they're in there right now, they're sanding, rough sanding just to get a surface put on the wood, a tooth, if you will, so it accepts the paint system they're going to use to preserve this wood. So they're washing radiators. If you look, there's several on this floor, but these radiators that they're doing are right here. They're just washing them up to make them look as good as they possibly can, again, for the eventual opening. And, you know, we're under the gun. We've got about 2 months to make all this happen, but everyone's looking forward to it. So this is what's going on in the main salon. Here's a different angle of the main salon. I'm in the main reception area, which will also have 2 workstations eventually. But as we go to open, we believe we're going to have the 3 workstations in that area. So the contractors, which happens to be the ladies from Jade and Rose, are working very hard right now on scuffing up the woodwork so it will accept the paint system they're going to use to protect it. Because if you remember, this is chestnut, and chestnut trim and wood is extinct. You can't get it anymore. I don't know how valuable it is, but it's something you can't get anymore. You know, you might as well take care of it and preserve it. And that's kind of the attitude of the entire crew here, is we want to preserve everything we can. You also could take a look at the radiators, and we got one of them working very hard on scrubbing and cleaning these radiators just to make sure they look as good as they possibly can. And frankly, you know, get rid of the mold and the dirt and the must and all the other things that have probably been stinking the place up for years. It's getting to be exciting. Okay, so the contractor, they built the wall, and essentially it's just basic studding with 2 2x4s that are flat facing to receive the sinks because they're kind of heavy. There's a shoe plate down on the bottom, and then just a plate on the top. There'll be a shelf installed on the top, and then again, we'll put tiling on the face and then an access panel on the side. So this is the first major piece of work we've gotten done in the salon so far. I think next week, the sinks are coming, and the plumber should be in next week putting them in and getting them installed. And then we should be getting this thing covered up and get some tile in this and start to see some real significant progress before we come in with the floor sanders, because we have to wait for the ceilings. Unfortunately, we have to wait for the ceilings because they're coming in from China. They're a tin looking ceiling, 2 foot by 2 foot panels that we're looking forward to. We're very excited about this. So we'll give you more updates later.